my name is Castro. I'm from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Currently living in Aspen, Colorado and working as a private chef for a family. What I'm making for you today is a soft poached egg tartine with some local products. I have some local arugula and kale, and then some local salame and a soft ripened goat cheese. Okay, so let's get started. So right here I have some flaxseed ciabatta from a local bakery. Just gonna cut it and start toasting it. And I like to cut it pretty thick so that when I toast it, the outside is nice and crispy, but then it's still a little soft on the inside. This one came out a little thick. And I think it's important when cooking to keep it simple, especially when you're using nice ingredients like these. You don't want to do too much to them because they just lose the essence of what they originally were. I'm just flattening this out so that when I plate it, it's not sliding around on the plate. So I'm just going to start heating up my pan to toast my bread. And in the meantime, I'm just going to start making a quick vinaigrette. I'm going to use a little bit of shallot and then some German mustard. I want something that's like nice and tangy. Since we're using some pretty fatty products, I want to contrast the flavor with something a little lighter and more acidic. I'm gonna do a brunoise, which is kind of like a small mince, just because I kind of hate getting large chunks of onion when I'm eating something fresh. Really very finely diced. So right there we have a brunoise. Bowl and start up my vinaigrette really quick. And I'm just going to do a little bit of German mustard. And when I do a vinaigrette, I always do 1 part vinegar to 3 part oil ratio. A little bit of apple cider vinegar. And then some extra virgin olive oil. And also, when I do vinaigrettes, I also like to add something sweet just to balance all the flavors. So right here I have some local honey. salt and fresh cracked pepper. And I just want to emphasize that just because I'm a private chef doesn't mean I'm going to dismiss all my good habits and develop bad ones. Wherever I work, I like to work very clean and organized, and I still like using the best ingredients I can find. So I try to shop at farmers market, and I try to shop at places that have good, wholesome products. I'm gonna taste it. It needs a little bit more honey. More salt, just a tad bit more mustard. All right, so vinaigrette is done. And now I'm going to start toasting the bread. The pan is nice and warm. And I like to toast my bread on a pan with oil because it gets really nice and golden brown and crispy. It's better than doing it in a toaster or just a plain piece of bread in the oven. Sop a little bit more. So now I'm going to start slicing the cheese, and this is a cheese that was produced locally. This is called a Lamborn Bloomer, and it's a soft ripened goat cheese made here in Aspen. And I'm gonna slice it really thin. And I'm just gonna place these slices on the bread once it's toasted and put it in the broiler so that it gets a little melty. I think cheese is always more flavorful when it's kind of warm. And right here we have a local salami as well. It's called finocchina. It's made with goat and pork. And when I'm using products like these, I like to leave them as they are. Some people would render it or cook it. I think with salami and a product as special as this, I want to leave it raw because the best part is to put it in your mouth and let the fat kind of melt in your mouth. I'm just gonna slice it really nice and thin. Bread over here. So this one's pretty much there. I'm just going to leave it a little longer, but that's what I'm looking for, that it's kind of golden, but still kind of soft on the inside. Right there. All right. So we have the nice golden color on both sides. And now I'm just going to place my cheese right on top. And I'm going to place it in the broiler just to broil it up a little bit. Alright, next I'm going to poach my egg. So I just have some barely simmering water here, which is very important when you're poaching an egg. You don't want the water to be boiling. A little bit of vinegar to keep the eggs together. And then some salt. And I'm adding my eggs. While I'm waiting for my eggs to cook and my cheese to broil, I'm going to dress my salad. So right here I have some local kale and local arugula. And I'm going to add a little bit of just like torn pieces of tarragon, just because I love the flavor. It's a very clean flavor. And it's a little lemony, and I like how it tastes with fatty products like the salami and the goat cheese. That should be good. Season my greens. Check my bread, and the cheese is almost there. I'm going to leave it a little longer. And in the meantime, I'm just going to start preparing my plate. I'm just going to do a little swoosh of an aioli that I made with some garlic confit that I made as well a few days ago. And this is good just if you want a little bit more richness. I'm just gonna take my bread out right now, plate it up. Place our salami right down there. And I like to place it directly on the cheese so that that fat gets kind of melted as well. And it gets really nice and flavorful. And then top it off with our salad. And then just make kind of like a little well right here for the egg. And our eggs should be ready right now. So I'm going to take these out of the water. Drain it a little bit. Get it right on top. I'm just gonna finish it with a little bit of fresh olive oil. A little bit of salt. And here you have it. It's a soft poached egg tartine with some Lambourne bloomers, finocchia, and some baby greens.